Hi everyone, Brent Wessler with PIF Technologies. Today's Automation in Action weekly post will be on AP Invoice Processing with some custom Power App and Power Automate along with a nice invoice chat bot, all integrated right within the Teams user interface. So what we're going to go and do here is quickly launch an email. As you can see, we're just going to fake the email invoice for processing. We've attached the United Rentals invoice. We hit send. This will now send an email notification to our inbox, which we'll now monitor. And what's going to happen here is in our application, you can see here we have three different applications. We have our AP Invoice Automation Processing Engine. This actually has a cloud flow called Document Email Importer. So this will now import the email. So if we come in here, we're going to be monitoring, and it's 12:50 p.m. on 2/5. So we can sit here, and this will hit our inbox. Yep, there it is, 12:50. Let's refresh that. There you go. As you can see, it's running. It's now going to import that particular email. It's going to extract and start to run the document processing engine, which is actually going to use the AI document intelligence to extract the metadata. If we come back to our cloud flow, that will then launch our PIF Invoice Automation Processing app. So let's go take a look at that within Teams. We'll open this up. We'll go into our PIF Invoice Processing, and you can see here a nice and neat little application. You can see at the top, United Rentals. It's extracting the data. So this is your IDP solution built into Power Automate using the AI builder. So we used the pre-built invoice processing engine. Didn't need an individual IDP solution to be able to do that. It's extracting the data, then it will go to a validated state. You can see here, if we open up the document, it will give us a PDF representation of it, along with all the metadata fields. As you can see here, things in red are just blank. You can see here United Rentals. You can also see any tabular data. So ultimately, we'll hit the validate on this, which will move it into our invoice. And you've noticed we just processed that earlier. So I will now go into our invoice search button. And here, as you noticed, the workflow also sends a chat message telling us that the invoice has arrived and it's extracted the relative information. We can go into our invoice search. We can now see, if we scroll through, we certainly could just scroll through here looking for United Rentals, or we can type in United. So we leveraged essentially a Power Apps interface to be able to design a solution. Now, we're going to be adding some additional things here over the next several weeks, like the ability to see the actual document. You can see here, if I click on the data grid, this is going to go to our finance data. As you can see, all the metadata that gets extracted, the PO number, the customer name, customer address, recipient, all that information. So this is just a user interface to the dataverse. Once the data has been seen here, as in the dataverse, we can now not only search for that document as we showed, but also chat. So one of the things we can do is find me an invoice, and we can have a conversation with the chat bot. You can see here, it's sending a notification. Yes, I do have the invoice number. I'm going to enter the invoice number, hit enter. And you're going to see that the chat bot will go out to the dataverse and pull back all the relative information. So AP Invoice Processing of the future is all about conversational chat versus running individual reports and finding different things. We can also include links to documents and other things, which you'll see as I build out this particular solution in our weekly posts. Thanks for watching today. Please subscribe and like for more videos.